afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another bout of Propagandacast news with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the only trustworthy news source in this dark and forbidding world. Today we got the 1.6 patch changes. A bit late, they're getting the video out on them, but things happen. Occasionally the cat just really wants attention, and you don't find the time for it. But anyways, what happens in 1.6? Well, the M10 gets cheaper, but also gets flanking speed down to veteran serum, and it can quickly just begin sweeping around, I guess being more of an aggressive flanker. And it loses the high explosive shot. They figured that the high explosive round might be a tad matchier, plus it might just sort of pull the tank destroyer into another role, though theoretically that was actually aware of the American High Command as well, but it was being used too much as a tank, so very fitting. Elite Cruise is now just an automatic thing. Basically, just they automatically get 2 times submachine guns, they automatically get increased veterans again, and ultimately get increased repair speed. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense. We'll have to see how that works out, but it's something. Then Mechanized Company, the 76mm Sherman, it basically means that the Soviet Sherman, that is from Lend-Lease, gets the same sort of armor penetration that Veteran 3 plus the HVAP rounds, I guess. So, basically, Lend-Lease gets buffed because of this, which is... I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that, but certainly something else, certainly a bit dangerous for the Germans. And the Commissar Squad loses full retreat point. Moving on to the Wehrmacht, Stormtroopers now basically getting a small boost in addition to the incendiary grenade damage against caches, so it works a bit better. And then the submachine gun is made into a free upgrade, and they start with Kar 98Ks. And it has a 15-second upgrade time, so while to an extent positive about the Stormtrooper submachine guns, at the same time also a bit ambivalent, because in some ways they still work really wonky, and this sort of makes it all a bit more wonky. I'll probably make a video sort of more specifically talking about the Stormtroopers and the submachine guns. I mean when I keep playing them, they'll sort of do decent amounts of damage occasionally, but also times they just get completely blown out by other things, so they just sort of feel like this slightly weird unit in terms of performance. But moving on, we got the 250 half-track, which now loses Veteran 2 side bonus, instead gains a burst duration bonus, basically meaning it shoots more, does a bit more DPS. But though again, sort of there, and in compensation, its suppression fire there on the lockdown is slightly nerfed. I personally didn't feel like it was a massive, but I mean, I guess it basically means now it sort of gains there the same amount of suppression, but it has to switch to Veteran 2 plus some other bits happening there. So I guess it all, works out. Plus, I mean, it means, that the regular machine gun, when it isn't suppressing, does a bit more damage, which, isn't half bad. Defensive Doctrine, the bunker is more expensive. Takes a bit longer to build, but then doesn't require population, which apparently it did before, so that's nice, I guess. I mean, the bunker is still pretty tough. It can take some hits. Of course, at that price increase, they might just want to add like the ability to act as a reinforcement point as well, since... I mean, it would sort of fit in with the old Wehrmacht doctrine. There'd be a callback to that, which allowed you to reinforcement in bunkers, plus a 300 manpower, then plus the upgrade. It becomes pretty expensive on top of that, so having it act as a reinforcement point, I think, could be an additional little incentive towards going for it. And then moving on to the Oberkommando West, the 223, not 222, gains veterancy bonus at 4 and 5. Now when it's locked down, at veterancy 4 it actually takes less damage, and at veterancy 5 it can lay down Regal Mines, which is interesting there. Probably better off as an early ability, but I mean, Regal Mines isn't half bad. We'll have to see if anyone uses it. Of course, for the Oberkommando West, it could be very interesting. They suddenly, begin popping down Regal Mines in front of the enemy. Could be some very interesting combos there. And then there's a load of bug fixes. Apparently, the machine gun bunkers suppression was apparently a bug that was too high. So that's some fun stuff there. So yeah, nothing huge, just a few small things here and there. Probably indicating they are feeling they're getting closer to sorting it all up. Maybe, maybe not. I'm still ambivalent on the Stormtroopers. Again, they can do damage, but it feels a bit wonky. Again, I'm going to go into a video about it, probably talking to him also about submachine guns in companies too. Expect that one up in a few days. So there you go, the Propagandacast news you trust and deserve. I'm off for now, but feel free to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that, and of course, you like me to do the content I put out. You can donate or pledge on Patreon, and the links are in the video description. And this is Imperial Dane saying cheers, thank you for watching, I'll see you all another time. Bye.